But it's okay, because being a doctor isn't your profession, so that's fine.
It's gone, look. Can we change game?
Hey guys, I'm Chanté. Welcome to Talk and Play, where I'll be hanging out with culturally impactful British talent and discussing their background, heritage, identity, and everything that makes them who they are today. So come and check it out. Footballer, pundit, sports and entertainment lawyer, whistleblower, and now author, I'm so excited to be here interviewing the powerhouse that is Eniola Aluko. Welcome.
Thank you so much. Welcome to my house. Born in Nigeria, came here when I was like 1. Growing up in school, I was kind of the girl that played football. Like, that's what people knew me as. Even growing up on my estate, that was what was my identity, the girl that played football. I didn't see any women playing football on TV ever. So I kind of always felt a little strange being the girl that played football. Like, I didn't meet anybody else like me until I was 12. I kind of had a lot of sort of identity crises when I was growing up.
So being of like British Nigerian heritage, what were kind of gender roles like for you in your culture, and how did that either work with or work against your interest in football?
So on either side of my hyphen, which is what I talk about in the book, you know, sort of this idea that we are multidimensional and we have different cultures within us that we kind of need to just accept rather than trying to put ourselves in boxes. You know, I used to say I played tennis because it was more acceptable as a woman's sport, as a graceful woman's sport, and the Williams sisters played that sport. So it's like, you know, they were identifiable role models in that sport. There was nothing like me in football. So I, for the longest time, said I played tennis, when actually I was much better at football than tennis. So I'm all about now saying to young girls that you can be everything in one. You know, the sum of all parts is, you know, it's about saying, I'm all of those things. I'm British, I'm Nigerian, I'm a footballer. And celebrating that. And that's one of the big things I talk about in my book.
And is the aim to end up having the least cards? Okay, cool.
Yes! I think I've won.
Oh, for goodness
sake. So now I
take
think
these cards?
you take all those cards and then I start with these.
Oh gosh, are we talking about like traditional like career paths that I expected as you as a Nigerian girl, and you were like, you know, doctor, pharmacist, blah blah. But then you went to study law anyway. So how did that come about?
It was kind of like, I'm so grateful to my mom, because my mom never made me feel like, my mom as a Nigerian woman, you know, never made me feel like playing football was bad or was something. You know, she saw a gift in me and she encouraged it. However, you know, she was always very keen on education.
You have become a representative for women, particularly Black women in sport, who have faced racism and discrimination and haven't been confident enough to speak out about it. And how does it feel to kind of be that voice? And do you ever feel maybe tokenized because you've become that person that speaks out? That,
you know, I never set out to be the voice for, you know, these issues. In terms of like being a voice, you know, I'm okay with that position because I always just try and be my authentic self. In school, I was always the person that like wanted to stick up for people if I felt there was something not right or unjust. You know, I think I'm a pretty laid back person, but when I think something's not right, another side of me comes out. So again, you know, it kind of, that's who I naturally am, and it kind of just steered me towards law.
I'll tell you something, it didn't even technically.
A few moments later.
So technically, like, if we're being technical.
Oh no. You distracted.
And if you were any of like 10 years ago, what was your relationship like with your Nigerian heritage and culture?
My name is very Nigerian. It's not British at all. So subconsciously, I've always kind of felt like different, even though I played for England. I was kind of just like, you know, I'm Nigerian, but I grew up here, and I very much kind of focused on I'm British, I'm English, you know. I think that's been a transition for me. It's about embracing both, you know, embracing the hyphen that links those identities together. In the age of social media now, people think a tweet is enough. A tweet and an Instagram post can be, but for me, it's changing the law. It's changing the rule of law. It's policy change. It's sitting across from decision makers. It's diversity in the boardrooms. Like, that's the stuff that really changes things for good.
Yeah. You don't seem to be slowing down at any point. Like, you're still playing, you're writing this book. Like, what else can we expect from you coming up? What should we be looking out for?
So the book's a major thing this year. So the book's called They Don't Teach This, Lessons in the Game of Life.
I love that title, by the way.
Yeah, so that's coming out 29th of August. And that's like a massive thing for me. No, see, it hasn't flipped.
No, it has. It's come up. No,
It's
this is
all
the end.
come up.
This is the end, my friends. No, literally, it's up. It's bucked. It's buckaroo. It bucked. It's over.